And we are live curling club with our first games of the short Spiel, the shortening in 2023 underway. On Sheet C and Sheet B, we have two games going on right now. Looks like we have the Keen family against, okay, I can't quite see who everybody is through backs of heads, and a few people here who I have not met before. So anyways, we're just going to go with calling the game as it is. So right now, looks like on Sheet C, red is setting up nicely in the front of the house with a guard and a rock now right on the front of the button. And yellow's got some rocks around the outside of the house, but they're going to have to work to get the middle back. Yeah, so in short house, you can't knock out your opponent's rock, but you can move it towards the back. Right now, yellow has actually a little bit of an advantage with this setup because they could bump their own rock to move red back and out of the way. I'm not sure I understand the purpose of that shot at all. We'll see whether the young man's got the muscle strength behind him in order to move that rock. Dad calls a change up and asks for him to just throw a draw. Yeah, it does look like they're going to be in position to score, but yellow does have a play. If Ben can come out wide enough and make contact with his own rock to pop that red back just a little bit, they should be able to score two, maybe even three, depending where this one sits down.
I don't think they're going to get three when that's hitting.
No, not with the energy he gave it, and it doesn't look like it moved it far enough.
That's a tough
Let's
one.
find
They're going to have to take a
out.
look. Take a real close look. Looks like one red to me.
It looks like one red to me also. It was a real good attempt at it, but that guard red through right at the end did a good enough job blocking the path to it.
Now red's got to figure out how they're going to score another one here, and it's there. That's going to be another. Oh, no, they're going to lag it up short.
Well, better than the alternative of accidentally putting yellow in
out
for the score.
Yeah, really.
There's definitely a point to where, you know, sometimes you just want to throw one away rather than risk screwing it up.
Yep. So over on sheet C here, it's 3-0 red, and over on sheet B, it is 1-0 red. That is after one.
Thank you for reminding me to update the scores.
Not a problem.
This time, red's going to lead off on both sheets, and yellow will have hammer. Don't know what was going on with that first red rock being thrown right out the back on sheet C, but this time they're letting yellow set up the middle very nicely early. Looks like yellow learned their lesson from the last time.
Or they have kind of calmed down a little bit and maybe found their weight.
Maybe.
And not enough to get around it there. Meanwhile, over here on B, red set up very nicely again.
Yep, right down the center at the beginning, controlling the middle and the top of the forefoot. Very good position.
Nice promote from red there, or red. Nice promote from yellow there on C. Good draw in the middle.
That was a really good play.
Yeah, good little chip out there.
Yeah, knocks the red off the center, pushes it off outside the forefoot, and puts their own right down in the dead center. So now if red throws a good bump back, though, knocks them back towards the back 12, then could end up being a real good position still
That's
for red.
decent. Not enough, though. I don't think they're out counting. No. I think red's got one there, but not two.
Well, we can take a look. Let's see what we got ourselves on sheet B. Yeah, that's definitely sitting one red, but not two.
Oh, that probably wasn't an optimal play. Oh, maybe it was.
You know what? That's leaving yellow probably sitting two right now. It's real close. It's
that
really
is
close.
I think red's got second shot on that one, but yeah, it is close.
I mean, we're talking about breaking out a measuring tool for short house?
Absolutely.
I mean, every shot
this
matters.
is serious business right here.
Well, you're talking about a format where it's all about inches. You definitely don't have yards in this format.
Yeah, we got to get the laser. We got to bring out the laser pointer for this one.
I've seen that used exactly once since we got it this season. Everyone else was still using the old bar tool for measurements this year.
I don't think people realize we have it. An interesting set here on C. It looks like at least two yellow, maybe three.
It's definitely two. I think red is third shot.
Well, they're going to take a very close look at this one. Definitely, if I were yellow, I'd be taking a very close look at this one. Some decision was made, but I'm not sure what.
And that's unfortunate for us because we can't see their scoreboard to know either.
See if maybe we get somebody's attention on the ice. Once upon a time, we had little, like, dry erase boards for this.
Yeah.
I guess we didn't break them out today.
It's either that or they weren't aware of where to find them.
Maybe.
Which I couldn't help with either. I'm not sure where those are stored at our club at the moment.
Yeah. All right, so over here on B, red is in a very precarious spot. Yellow coming in, try to hit. Oh, too high. Yellow's going to take at least one. Doesn't look like they got two, though. At least from our angle here. Doesn't look like they got it. No, just one yellow here on sheet B, so that ties it up one apiece. So we move on to the third end.
And we'll get our score updated on sheet C as soon as I can find out what it actually was. Give me one moment, and I will go try and find that out.
Okay. Meanwhile, here setting up the third end here on sheet B. Red puts in a nice one to top four. Yellow looking to follow them down. And they do. Just come sit to it. That's not a bad play. Sheet B sitting full 8. Not the optimal spot, but still not bad. And red puts it outside. I think you're good.
All right, we do have a score update on sheet C now. That was, in fact, 2 points for yellow. Also, taking a look over at our comment section, it does look like we were given all of the names by Mindy Carlson. Looks like on sheet C, we have Michael Fry and his son Sam playing against Heidi Gross and her son Seth. And on sheet B, it's Ben Keenan's son Liam against, I really should know their names. I've played against them a number of times, and I'm going to feel like a bit of a jerk right now. Back of heads are not helping. I'm getting a whole bunch of other people shaking their heads at me, too, so apparently we're all in the same boat of name tags. I mean, when you're drinking alcohol, no, that's not really the reason. No. But, you know, I'll use a really bad excuse.
No, that's not yet. It's maybe a little too early for that, but what do I know?
I'm talking on a regular curling night.
Oh, well, that's something a little different here.
Well, over on sheet C right now, we've got things setting up really interesting because yellow is controlling the front of the house extremely well, and red is left with one rock left being thrown by Sam as the next one that he's got to find a way to get around this wall that yellow is building.
Yeah, this is definitely not an optimal place for them. And that's ooh, I don't know about splitting that up like that because now red can come in the pocket. Yeah.
That leaves an opening. It's not an opening to score, but it's an opening to cut them down, and that's exactly where Michael is looking.
Yep, going right to that pocket. Over here on B, it's almost like we're trying to avoid the forfeit.
Yeah, I don't think anybody particularly really wants to take this one right now on that sheet.
Certainly looks that way. Yeah,
it's now become a game of yellow guarding.
I mean, yellow's sitting 3 right now, and there's only 1 in the forefoot, which is a little odd for shorties, but they do have a clean promote line here.
But why is he throwing that from an angle instead of coming at it straight on?
And that's just going to be maybe 1, maybe 2 yellow, but definitely yellow on that one.
Yeah. I'm not sure he quite understands that he could have stood right on top of the hacks in the center. He's throwing it from off to the side at a harder angle than he really needs to make it.
And through looking at what was going on in B, completely missed the resolution on C.
Yeah, when they're wrapping up at the same time. So I'm going to try and see if I can get eyeballs in the score sheets again. So unfortunately, you're just a little further than my headset cord will go.
We're starting the next end on B. Red putting it up right in the front. Over on C, maybe a bit too hard, puts it back 8. So we didn't see the score update over here on sheet C either. But starting here, red sitting top 4, yellow right behind them, both in the center here. Yellow's first over here on sheet C. Looks like it's a little too heavy. Looks like it's a lot too heavy. Going to the back just like the first one. Gives them a perfect opportunity to come down and freeze, but they're not going to take it. They're just going to come to the button.
Testing. There we go. Now it's working. All right, so the update is that the score was 3 for yellow in the third end. And then actually, apparently, we completely miscalled it in the second end because their score sheet, when I stared over the top, was showing red getting 1 point in the first and the second.
Wow.
And yellow scoring 1 in the third. So clearly, our camera angle was not quite good enough to accurately call that score.
Interesting.
Well, either way, it comes out at roughly the same score in the end, but...
Yep. So the ends are different. Yeah, bad puns. I got them.
It looks like we are shaping up for yellow to control the middle again on sheet B. They're going to need to set it up so that those promotes aren't easily there.
Almost here, like if I were yellow in this situation, I'd be throwing at the yellow in the front to try to split them out. Make sure that they don't count at all. And apparently we've lost something on sheet B. Furiously hunting around under the benches for something, but I don't know what.
Well, in the meantime, it does look like Ben's son, Liam, is going to go ahead and try and shoot on his own.
Maybe?
No, maybe not. He's now getting distracted.
Now, I have no idea what is going on right now.
I don't know either. But there's a bit of a strategy powwow going on sheet C as well.
It's a little bit of a discussion.
A little break in the strategy or in the pace of play.
So who's thrown? So it looks like red. I'd almost be looking kind of the same shot, maybe try to split the middle, because you'll bump the red up and you'll keep looking to just maybe freeze them out and take away the ability to poke that one, but that leaves the other side open.
It leaves the other side way open for a tap back, which is exactly what you should be playing. His angle's a little off.
No, it's going to roll in. That's pretty good. It's just too heavy.
Yep. And that's,
oh, no, it stopped.
I would have been trying to run it into the red, but with some backing to protect yourself. But Going to try and see if I can get to the overhead view before they kick. Yeah, that's definitely yellow.
Yep.
That's definitely one yellow.
It was a little heavy, but it still worked out for him. So one yellow on that one. Over on sheet C. Sheet B still looking to throw this last rock here. And it looks like they're going with the shot that I called. Trying to split him out. Didn't place it quite well enough, but at least pushed one away.
Got one more shot for red with the hammer. Where's the other yellow? Oh, okay. It was hiding off behind everything else. I couldn't see through Ben's leg. So yellow is hammer.
Yep, a couple more shots here on B.
There's a wide open port that if they wanted to go for it, they could go through with red.
Yep, you could draw right to that yellow, push it back.
To it. They're going for the other angle.
Oh, they're going to promote and try to sit behind some cover.
I don't understand this call perfectly honestly. But
they pulled it off.
Well executed. This does leave the possibility, though, for Ben to come all the way to the right. Doesn't look like he's looking at it. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's...
Come around from the right. And
that's going to be a tricky angle, though.
It is a tricky angle, but it's the type of shot that in short house, if you make it, you win.
Let's see what we got. He's got the angle for it. Enough push. He's got one. And I think that's all they're going to get out of that.
It's going to be one.
One yellow.
Yeah. But still, that's where the angles come into play.
So looking back over here at B. Very open right now.
First time we're seeing somebody going for a tap early in an end with what Fry's doing there. There's definitely two schools of play in short house, and one of them is try to control the front, and the other one is try to just make sure your opponent's rocks are always pushed to the outside. Neither of these teams are really trying that, perhaps with a bunch of younger players who don't really have necessarily the arm strength to play that type of game.
Yeah, it probably becomes a little unpredictable because if you push it out of the house, then it doesn't count for anything. And just cause yourself some more problems.
Thing is, we got about another 6 feet more than people have been trying to bump so far. Everybody's playing very gentle, being afraid of that replacement rule rather than playing aggressively.
Oh, we talk about that. They do the triple tap up there from red on sheet C.
Now we're making use of all the angles and all the taps that really are what separate the teams during short house.
Nice draw there on B. Maybe a little too heavy, but that's pretty good.
Little heavy. It takes away their own backing, but at the same time, it does set them up with a little bit of backing as red tries to tap them.
Yep. There it goes. Yep. Good tap.
Very good tap. Yellow is still sitting, though, which is exactly what I was saying a moment ago.
And nice removal over there on C.
Yeah.
Good pump.
Red is finally doing that strategy I was just talking about and moving the opponent's rocks out of the way.
And it looks like it's 2 red over here. Oh, maybe not. That may be 3. From our camera, it looks like 3.
Of course, our camera's already proven wrong once today, so.
Well, definitely 2. Maybe 1 more. And a good poke on B there from yellow.
They're getting more confident and more aggressive as the game goes on.
I think once you kind of get the weight down and understand what you're throwing, it becomes easier to do.
You start to see the angles a little differently also as you're looking at the game for multiple ends. And
it's also really odd for me to look out here and see people with brooms.
Yeah, that's a questionable decision for short house. You certainly are not sweeping anything, and well, do you really need a broom held for a target in shorties?
Maybe. I mean, it might help. I mean, looking over here on sheet D, I know it's not on camera. It looks like a really long run back. He's got the broom set up and everything. Although it's not as effective as a shot, I think, as they were hoping. So coming back to our features, because I can't see scores for everybody.
And we can't see scores. We know this by now. Score C.
Meanwhile, we're still going here on B. Red looking to put it on the outside. And sits it in. I think that was probably hammer, and it looks like 3. 3 red. Over there. Going into the last end. Red has gone up significantly. 3 red. And over here on C, good placement there by red. You know, I've been thinking about the strategy here, and I've come up with a different play, and I'm wondering, just thinking about this, something to break out during the tournament is deliberately put something so it's biting right at the back line, just to make it harder to go around to the sides, have to force you out to a larger angle.
I don't know. I'm not sure whether I'd try that particularly.
Well, this is the great time to try.
You know, if you want to try a strange strategy while we're playing against each other, I am more than welcome to let you try. Not that I know if sheet C, I'm going to try and see if I can remember who has hammer here or see it. Looks like yellow has the hammer. So red's going to have to do something fast in order to get a rock in to let them be in shot position.
It looks like they're coming to promote right there. Not a bad move.
That's a really good shot.
Yeah, very nicely done. Good shot.
Now yellow's going to have to come at an angle in order to try to promote one of theirs into it and give it a bump, or come out way around the side, which not going to be easy to do.
I think you probably have room to do hit and roll if you want to come to it and try to set up your last shot. And looks like there's a straight bumping. Good shot.
And a very well thrown shot.
Very nice. But it is open on the outside. That does make it a little bit easier for red to come after it, and then leaves yellow with an interesting choice depending on what happens here. Oh, is that going to hang on? Oh, yeah, it's going to hang on.
In time. Now yellow has a little bit of nothing for a young person.
I think you have to go to the far left and come to the red in the back, because it's a tie game. All you need is 1.
Yeah.
If you can get there and freeze, you'll most likely be shot, especially if you get to the outside and get to the, or well, I guess it would be the inside to close to the button, but they're going.
That is
bizarre
a didn't
call.
Quite know what to do shot right there.
That's 2 red, and that is game here on sheet C.
So sheet C starts off with the Fry family taking the win. And looks like the Keen family is facing some serious trouble with their hammer. They're down 3, and I don't know that they have a play to get to 3 no matter what they do.
I think the only way you could do this is I think you would have to take the red in the middle over to the red on the left and roll both of them and hope that the yellow that you threw has enough spin to get to the red that's in the back 4. That's really all that I'm seeing here in order to try to get anything on the board here, because they're down 3. They got to have a big throw here. They need points, and that's the only way you're getting. At least that's the only way you're getting 3.
This is the last end.
Yeah, this is it.
So they've got 2 red rocks they have to move. 3 red rocks they have to move with and 1 rock.
It looks like they're just throwing just bump up the middle. That could work too, but no, that's the wrong angle. You're going to get 1, but it's not enough.
But they're on the board, and I think maybe that was just all the intent was, is the knowing it wasn't going to be able to pull off the win, but at the very least, get on the board, feel good with that last shot, get some touch figured out, and move on. So, all right, it's been a pleasure calling the game for everybody. Next draw starts in 10 minutes, so whoever takes over, I will be curling on sheet C, so you get to see me then.
I have no idea where I'm going to be, so probably some. So we're all right. So you won't.